On the dragon's path, you can have a lot of unexpected surprises. Many things that can happen because of your dragon spirit and the dragon by your side. Because of this, a lot of so-called supernatural things can happen. For example, the first time that ever happened to me, a supernatural thing, was when I was 2 years old. When I was 2 years old, when I was 2 years old, I escaped death for the first time. When I was 2 years old, I had a brain disease, and everyone was after a few weeks of high fever, deadly fever. Everyone actually gave up on me, and then after a few weeks, they handed me over a dragon plush. A dragon plush just in my arms. And just after that, I was cured. After doing like this, like I was grabbing something in front of me. Of course, I don't recall that. I was only 2 years old, so I don't remember that. But that is what they said to me. Another thing that also happened to me was when I was bullied a lot in school because I was so different than everyone else. So whenever there was a lot of people that bullied me, and because of my appearance, and also I was a loner, so to the extreme actually, and so that I was actually ready to slit my pulse and die. I felt lesser than shit. I felt lesser than dirt. I felt lesser than anything. So, but there was really, I was ready to do it. So convinced of doing it, but I couldn't. Something stopped me. Something said, no, 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 no. Even if I tried so much, I couldn't touch my pulse. And that was very strange to me. It was like, stupid world. I hate all of humanity. I hate everything. I hate myself. And I couldn't. I wasn't afraid to die at that moment. I wasn't. But there was a force that is stopping me. And that is also something that happened later on when I was inside of my car with my dad. My dad was driving too fast. And I had a vision of animals crossing the road. And so I said to my dad, we're going to have a car accident. So please slow down. And he said, we are not going to have a car accident. And then at that moment, of course, wild boar crossed the road. We would never survive that. Those were big and a lot. So, yeah, there are, you could say that death is after me, but because of my dragon, he cannot catch me. And that is also what could happen to you, my brothers and sisters. He's a guardian, or she's a guardian. The dragon by your side is a guardian. What also happened to me is because I wanted to be, I was intrigued by magic. Once before that, I had my awakening. My awakening in itself is what you might call a supernatural event, because I saw my dragon. I saw the dragon in front of me. I saw the dragon, and sometimes I can even see myself as a dragon. That in itself is something supernatural. You can say supernatural. Something that happened to me once I saw the dragon. How come that I can see the dragon? How come that I can see it much more? Because that is what later on also happened. Here in this forest, I saw the guardian of this forest. The guardian is not a dragon, but the guardian is some kind of like a deer that I could see as a skull here. And I could immediately say that he is the guardian of this forest. He is the boss of them all. There is even a legend that said they have seen him, described him, how I saw him, and then they died after 3 days. How come that I'm still alive after seeing him, even saved outside of the forest? I didn't know the way out. I was injured, I had pain, but I was shown the way out by a creature that is very similar to the Wendigo. And that is also later on, back then, I experimented a lot with magic. So I was actually not sure if magic was real, but I wanted to experiment with it because I want to reach out for the dragon for no other purpose than the dragon. I don't care about winning the lottery or things like that. I don't mind that. I don't mind for my own safety even. I just want to reach out for my dragon. I want to see the dragon again. That is the only thing that I want to see. And inside of this experiments that I did, I came to understand that magic is much more than you have to play with. It's much more that you have to understand. And in doing so, a lot of supernatural things happened. Such as, for example, I've seen shadow people. A lot of shadow people. I couldn't even sleep anymore in my own bedroom because I did experiments over there. And I could hear people or something walk on my bedroom. I couldn't even sleep there. I slept below, and in the couch, and over there I could hear someone stepping in my bedroom, and sometimes it even doesn't even seem like humans. It's much more like, and it's something different, but something that I was afraid of. So I experimented in reaching out for the dragon, and sometimes I opened the wrong gates. That is what I came to understand a lot, that I now very much have to open the correct gates. How to do so, to follow your own mind. I was forcing myself way too fast, too extreme. I was forcing myself. I have to do it all because of it. It said it in the book, and from a moment, it was all going wrong, opening the wrong gates. Everything, my entire house was haunted. Everything was haunted. There was so much negative energy that wanted to drain me. I was afraid of it. So I thrown all of this magic book away, and I did my own thing. And that worked, my brothers and sisters. I showed my own teeth. I showed my own magic. And I showed my own supernatural strength. That is also what you have, my brothers and sisters. Supernatural strength. And that is also what can happen to you. Because that is also your guardian, your dragon by your side, will never allow you to die. It will never allow you to have an accident or things like this. Death was really after me. It feels like I cheated death so many times, and because of my dragon, that death could not have me. And that is also what I came to understand, that the dragon spirit in itself is as powerful as death itself, because they can control death, they can control life, they can control nature. So yeah, a lot of supernatural events actually happened. And that I actually, because of these supernatural events, that I'm still here actually, because of what actually happened. And I know from whenever I was 2 years old until now, that it was always my dragon. They gave a dragon plush to me when it was actually a plush to die with. It was a plush that I could be dead with it, that I could hold something whenever I breathe my final breath. And whenever they did this, I was really holding it on. I also did like this in front of me, like there was something in front of me. And I could only say it should have been the dragon that was in front of me, that I wanted to reach it out for him. Or her, it was him. Reach out for him. And so, yeah, that is what I find so strange. From one moment to another, I was cured. That, in my brothers and sisters, is something that doctors could not explain. So later on, with all of these other supernatural events, like suicide that didn't go like I wanted it to go. This was actually the first time that I've ever cheated death because of my dragon. A plush in my hands, and always doing like this, grabbing for what I assume is the dragon in front of me. And all of the doctors didn't actually know what was going on. I was cured in just a few seconds. That my brain was completely fine. That everything was actually fine. That they couldn't find any reason why. The reason why it happened. That is also later on with all of these other events. For example, dragon eyes can see a lot more. So that is also what I came to understand, why I saw the guardian of this forest. And that is also not meant for human eyes. But my eyes, your eyes, my brothers and sisters, are not completely that of a human. And that is why sometimes you can see a lot more than humans. And what this guy actually had was because he saw this spirit with human eyes, and he died out of fear. But I didn't fear. I don't fear. That is why when the dragon comes in front of me, I do not fear. I love. That is the only thing that I actually need for performing the perfect dragon magic, to reach out for the dragon. It's love. It sounds cliche. But it's not meant for everyone, because not everyone loves the dragon. Not at all. Most of the people, most of humanity, fear the dragon. Most of them. But not you. Not you, because you are part of it. You are actually the dragon, you can say. You are a dragon spirit. And that is why you don't fear it. But there can be a lot of things that can happen to you. Supernatural. Actually, it's not supernatural. It's actually, in fact, very natural what can happen to you. Very natural things can happen to you, like saving your life. Like, not only that, for example, to experiment with magic. When you experiment with dragon magic, just please throw your book away and just do it your own way, because every single dragon magic will be different. That is why I made mistakes. That is also something that happened to me, a supernatural moment. Actually, not really with me. I sent my mom to Leviathan. I sent my mom to the void because I lost her. It seemed that I lost her, and because of my tears, Leviathan showed my mom the void, and in the void she have seen a lot of supernatural things that was actually because of me, because of what I did, because of my tears, because of my emotions. I showed her, and my Leviathan showed her the void, and she have seen a lot of people, ghosts, spirits that were actually still alive, but yeah, that even my aunt could see with her awakening eyes, things that, for example, they stepped into an elevator. There was a guy inside of the elevator saying, how is it going? Is it fine with you? Oh, fine, okay. The elevator goes open, and the guy was gone, and they saw it, both of them, because she was already with one step in the void, and the void is a spiritual dimension, a spiritual gate, and all of these entities are actually not the people that she saw, but those were actually lost souls that she saw, lost souls inside of the void. And that is something that she could see physically because of her mind. Her mind was creating these people, but they were not these people. They were just spirits of the void. And this guy in the elevator was some kind of a different entity that knew what was actually going on. But I know whenever she told her story, I know what actually happened. I sent her to the void, and because of Leviathan, and now I have my mom back. So everything supernatural that ever happened was actually 90% of it was always to help me, always to be by my side, to guide me, to aid me, to save me even. And that is also what might happen to you, my brothers and sisters. Supernatural events that are actually very natural because of what your dragon wants to do with you. They want to save you, to be by your side. They want to show you things. They want to teach you things. And in order to do so, you might encounter supernatural things.